Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or how about T'Challa and Nakia?
Hey.
Come on, you know, the real premiere, the what is it, the Hollywood premiere of it was a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as I'm doing my literature review in, what? I'm doing a literature review on Black Panther. I found out that Black Panther, a.k.a. T'Challa, used to kick it with Nakia.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're kicking it no more, but at one time they did kick it. And at one time they did have superhero, Marvel Universe, Black Love. It sounds like a spoken word I just did, didn't it?
Yes, it was.
I am lit for Black Panther.
Do you have our tickets yet?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not thinking I want to go on opening day.
I do.
I think I've changed my mind on that.
Okay, when you want to go?
Like, either the next day or like Monday at noon.
Nayan B, you messing up my hopes and dreams. My hopes and dreams was to go to a white neighborhood so I can watch it in peace.
Yes.
And then go to the hood and watch it with all the commentary.
Yeah, but you got to go to the hood one later. So the one in the hood, they're going to be the blurs, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to go to the hood one a week later where people kind of really, they notice this, they're doing their Black duty to go, but they really not sure.
No.
They're torn because they're supporting the Black culture, but they're still nervous because, you know, Marvel Universe, they don't know if that conflicts with them and their love for the Lord.
Oh, well. I need to go see niggas in cosplay because, you know, niggas don't do cosplay like that. So I need to see
some Black people do.
Not all the niggas.
The blur. It's this woman on there who on Instagram who be doing all the Black ones, and she be killing it. I mean, I'm not into that.
I know.
I don't. I mean, my life is a movie.
Help me, Jesus.
I just can't.
Okay.
But for y'all who do. It took me years to feel like cosplay was costume play. Like, what is the abbreviations? Like, white privilege.
I'm Niram.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 101.
101.
It's like we starting all over again.
Don't it sound like this episode 1? Jesus.
This is episode 1.
No, it ain't starting over. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, y'all. I know we wasn't there on Wednesday. We'll talk about it. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, pull out your iPhones.
Oh, God. Oh, you know, it's throwing me off because I'm like, wasn't it just shout out Friday?
I know.
You know, that Wednesday throwing me off. Listen, Wednesday threw me off. I'm like, why are you talking about shout out Friday on Wednesday?
Bear with me, y'all. Open that podcast app. Hit the search button, type in Black Love Matters, just like you know it, how it's spelled. Go ahead and hit that logo. Search, scroll on down. Scroll, keep scrolling. Y'all gonna see reviews.
Say scroll with an SK?
Yeah, scroll on down.
I was watching somebody and it was like they be around their family so much they start doing it.
Yeah.
They don't say shrimp, they start saying scrimp.
Scroll.
Just because you down with them.
Scroll on down. And then you're going to see write a review. Go ahead and tap on that.
Yeah.
And go ahead and leave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And then go ahead and let us know how good we are. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was drinking that cold water.
I know. Was it good?
Yes, that was that ice cold water.
You got to check in.
Of course. Where do I even begin? I got a bunch of random stuff. So we ain't have Wednesday. So I feel like I got to catch y'all up on a lot of stuff. So y'all seen Omarosa on Big Brother.
Don't care.
Let that woman get her money.
She can get it.
Let her get. I'm not watching it. No. Nor have I ever watched Big Brother. But let Omarosa get her coin. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Let her get her coin. So you know what? I take that back. I might watch the first episode because they probably gonna vote her Black ass off that first week. It ain't right, but they probably will. Sis. You know how they do us. But I might watch the first episode just to see what it is. But you know what? I've never watched Big Brother.
Nope. Me
Have
either.
you ever watched Big Brother?
Don't
is
know
it
what
like
it's
Real
about.
World or?
Don't know what it's about. Don't care.
You're grumpy. You're grumpy when you're sick, Nero. Next, can we talk about this CDC? Whatchamacallit, stepping down, director stepping down?
Yeah.
In the midst of this outbreak of killer flu.
This flu
But
epidemic.
allegedly is because he had, a conflict of interest because he done gave money to smoking company. There's something shady about that. It's shady both ways, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Tell me where the shade begins. One, how is the director of the CDC talking about, yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense because he's the director, though. Like, yeah, niggas ain't giving up cigarettes. They ain't giving up this cigarette weed. This would be a good investment. Fuck stock and bonds. Tobacco, nigga.
Right.
Like, it's not a dumb move. Like, it's not a dumb move. The dumb move was for the folks, whoever, put the person in place, right? And then do the background check. Like, is that I guess it is.
It is, baby. It's like being black, but investing in the CCA. That's the
educate us.
No, that's the corporate.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Corporate corrections facilities of America. Oh my. That's like being black and investing in them.
Yeah, and I think it was a recent thing. So maybe it was something that happened years ago. I might have to send a little bit like, damn, folks can't. Every saint can't have a past and every sinner can't have a future. But so you do think it is. So the CDC director can't invest in smoke.
No.
Well, I guess it is, because then CDC can't put out how bad smoking is, right? But don't we know all the tea?
We already know that. But
Don't we know is them sticks are killers?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's just like being black and investing money in the corrections corporations of America. It's on for your own. It's for your. It's against your better judgment. But them niggas making so much money, putting our asses in jail.
That you got to get just a piece of it. You know what? Low key, high key. I was with me and Corey. We had dinner a couple of days ago, and both of us said the same thing. I don't think it's no fucking with this smoke. You don't think it's no one with this flu? Has the flu been? Am I just getting old, or is the flu getting worse?
The flu is getting worse.
That's what I think the fucking director of CDC needed to get fired for. I feel like all the flu vaccines or the flu shots y'all niggas got was just saline. And like somebody fucked up. Somebody was like, did you put that strand in there today?
Nope.
Oh, shit. Look, and it was like this. Just crickets. That's all you heard at the meeting.
Well, I was watching
somebody got to go down for that. Like, it just feels, and I know it's wrong. Like, I know I'm teasing a little. Like, I know the CDC person should not be invested in, smoking and stuff. But I feel like it's something bigger than that. Like, I'm disappointed they did the cigarettes. But can we talk about why this flu so bad? That's not an issue?
Well, I was reading something, or maybe it was a documentary about how the polar ice caps are melting and shit.
Yeah.
But in those polar ice caps are like strains of viruses that we haven't seen
for
millions of years. And since they've been in dark, cold places,
they thriving, honey.
And the ice is starting to melt. Yeah. So all the dinosaur viruses are starting to come back alive.
Nigga, did you say dinosaur viruses? Yeah. And y'all niggas keep taking that vaccine. Y'all keep taking the flu shot.
All the dinosaur viruses are starting to be put in the water now. It's starting to get melted in the water.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about the fucking water. I'm thinking like airborne shit.
No.
So I just drank it.
Yep.
I didn't take. And me and Corey was saying I ain't taking that. I ain't taking that flu shot. I mean, I'm too late this year. But something in my spirit told me to take that flu shot. And it was given away at the Boston. They was giving away for free. It was like, you won't just come. And so I said, no, thank you. I'm gonna just be swaddled in the blood of the lamb this year, honey, and castor oil.
I just pray for herd immunity.
Who?
I do.
What?
I just pray that the 80% get it.
And you one of the 20.
And I'll be one of the 20 that's safe. But in this day and age, with all these parents talking about they ain't getting their kids these immunizations, talking about that's giving their ass autism, and their kids been messed up since being out the womb. Yeah. It's going to be the other way around. Yeah, it's
levels to this autism game, right? Yeah. And we about to tap dance on some nerves.
All right. Be careful. Moving on.
And I get with some of the new vaccines, okay? Yeah. But I mean, I'm going to need you to at least get that polio.
Polio is on the rise.
Can we at least get some of them?
I told you.
Can we pick and choose? Man. If you don't want to get the HPV, okay, that's still new, right? That's what, under a decade?
Yeah.
But can we get some of the other stuff? What's MMR, the measles, the mumps?
Yeah.
Get that one?
Niggas, babies dying from measles and shit.
Mumps.
The motherfucking
mumps. We don't got no children.
Nope.
So y'all do what y'all want with them kids, but keep their sneezy ass away from me.
Right.
All right. Oh, it's my check-in.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about that? Nigga, did you know Ellen turned 60?
What?
Ellen look good as hell. Is that a lie? Am I just falling into some Instagram trap? Did Ellen turn 60 years old?
Let me Google it.
If not, Bad Bitch Contest, she's in first place, and she is the first example of white not cracking.
Yeah.
Unless she's wearing some major Fenty beauty.
Her ass was born in 1958.
Shit, we need Ellen to come out with a makeup line.
Shit, yeah.
Or a skincare line. That white woman look good.
She do.
Living her best. I thought Ellen was maybe in her 50s. Early 50s, too. Like, I'm not saying I thought Ellen was in her early 50s.
Yeah, she look young as hell. Look at that. She only got little crow's feet on her eyes.
What the hell is going on? Ellen Ellen DeGeneres is 60?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, does that surprise you?
It does. I thought she was like 40
Who
something.
her boo?
I don't know who her
Must be
boo.
something going on through
Shit,
here.
but it got the
They
fountain of
having
youth.
sex every day.
Shit, maybe fountain of youth is in vagina.
Come on.
Shit.
What I need to do? Because I'm feeling good in age this week. But I forgot. I think it was a picture of her and Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama was like wishing Ellen happy 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, fucking what? And I said, Ellen is 60? White don't crack. Stand up.
Oh. I disagree, but okay.
Not Ellen White. What type of white is Ellen?
I don't know.
That's that good white. That's she woke and white?
Yeah.
Maybe woke and white don't crack.
Maybe.
Because she been using shea butter too.
Maybe it's the haircut,
No, but look at her face.
I know, I see her face, but
Somebody gonna be looking like that.
Ellen's style really ain't changed for like the past 20 years. She been wearing,
So she fooling us.
I'm for real, she been wearing that same little low bob head, a haircut with a collared shirt with a sweater over the top.
With a little lip smacker.
Yeah,
Bubblegum.
and some Converses on. So maybe,
We just fooled.
we just fooled because she don't change. Maybe, I'm about to start doing that. I told you I was going to be on my Steve Jobs shit and just wear the same shit every day.
It ain't nothing wrong with a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, y'all know I had my little interview for this flight attendant.
Mm-hmm. How'd it go? Uh-oh.
I don't like the idea of being able to fly around the world for free is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'd rather just make money and pay for the ticket.
Oh.
I don't know. I have mixed emotions. As y'all know, I'm in my Nyambi feelings right now.
Oh.
The moon was in Leo. It probably wasn't the best time for an interview.
Oh.
But they flew me in the night before. I laid up in the hotel room. It was amazing. The best part was the hotel room and having dinner with Corey.
Okay.
Well, I'll get back to that. But the interview started at 7:30 in the motherfucking morning.
Okay.
Strike one. What do we do at 7:30 in the morning for an interview?
Mm.
And then it was hardest. First of all, I'm not going to tell y'all what location I was, but I was in the southern region. And I got an Uber. And the Uber driver couldn't find the fucking hotel entrance. When I tell you, this hotel is a name brand hotel. It's like a Marriott, a Westin. I'm not staying in some boutique hotel. You know where this fool went?
Where?
The employee entrance. And you could tell he was slow because even the valets was like, where he at? Tell him to come around. He hit the wrong spot. And so I'm very particular about being on time, right? Mm-hmm. So he supposed to been arriving for the last 15 minutes. Uh-huh. So I try to, I'm only 7 minutes from where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm 7 minutes where I'm supposed to be. I'm going to leave a half an hour. Before did y'all hear me? A half an hour before I'm supposed to be there. Because I'm only 7 minutes away. So even push come to shove, double that time, 15 minutes, right?
Right.
I'm still going to be 15 minutes early.
Right.
This fool took an extra 15 minutes to find me. So he not there to 7:15. Mm-hmm. And then when I get in the car, this is the slowest motherfucking driver I've ever been to in my life. Then we pull up to the place. Oh, this where you at? And he pulling into all types of entrances. And the GPS clearly says keep going. Because, they give us exact places where we're supposed to go, mm-hmm. right? And then he keep going to the entrances. And they like, no, keep going around. And he keep just driving. So to the point, I was like, just let me out. So I just got out. Again, it's like the New York thing. Uh-huh. I'll walk. Why do I always have this type of thing, Nero? When it comes to Ubers. And then, but they were really friendly. Like, it was an old black man. He was like, don't worry, sister. I'm going to get you there on time. I'm going to call somebody and they going to drive you up there. Ain't nothing but the Lord. Because I'm like, I am about to be late. And being on the other side of the table interviewing folks ain't nothing worse than being late, right? I mean, that ain't an end all be all, but you already.
That's first strike. You looking at
strike one. You flew me in the day before. It ain't like I'm coming directly. It's different if I'm coming directly, right? From the airport. So I'm like, I'm feeling bad because I'm like, damn, they done flew me in the night before and a bitch can't get here on time. But I made it in by the skin of what?
Your teeth.
And the skin of my teeth like blending in. So everybody's still mingling, blending in, right?
Right.
Because, it's also on time where everybody just sitting waiting till the clock strikes the time. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that. Folks were still, so I was able to blend in. I walk in. Everybody looked like a flight attendant already.
Everybody?
I said, I missed the dress. Imagine what a flight attendant looked like.
Uh-huh.
Everybody in the room looked like a flight attendant. I said, oh, we were supposed to do cosplay. It looked like everybody was doing cosplay. I'm talking about the little thing around your neck and everything. No one just walks around. No one goes to a fucking interview with an ascot around their neck.
Oh, I thought you was talking about a lanyard.
No. You know what I'm talking about? The little neck. They call it ascot?
Yeah.
A scarf. No one does that.
Already tied on the side of their neck.
No. No one in real life wears those.
They showed
And
them.
especially to an interview. Because if you came to a Nyambi interview with that on, strike what?
2. We flew your ass out. You late and you got an ascot on your
Nigga,
neck.
you already dressed in a uniform.
Like you work here.
So I'm a little thrown off by that because I'm already making jokes in my head, right? Because the Nyambi, I'm on a different Nyambi tip. Like, I'm already making jokes in my head. I'm blending in. And so then I walked in, and like 2 minutes later, they were like, all righty, everyone, find a seat. And everyone scattered like roaches to the point where it was like musical chair. Like, I felt like I just couldn't catch a break. Because, everybody sat down. I feel like Forrest Gump. Seat taken. I said, and then I said it out again. This Nyambi thoughts in my head. I said, damn, this like musical chairs. I said, is this the first elimination? And the person that laughed at, what? Am I crazy? I ain't mean to say that out loud. I was really thinking, because I try not to give them too much Nyambi to begin with. I said, this like musical chair. Because I feel like someone snuck behind me, like Desi, and took the chair I was about to sit down in. I'm like, nigga, don't you see I'm about to sit down here?
Seats taken.
Seats taken, bitch. And then so we go upstairs. And of course, everything is like flight attendant themed. So they take us in zones and and it's just to go up an elevator. Zone 1, elevator 1, check your badges. I'm like, God damn it. And then from there, they break us off to like 3 different areas. So one area, they do like this. I got a higher ed background. We would call it experiential learning. So it's like learning by doing. So it's like they put you in like a scenario if you were a flight attendant and you paired with a group of people and you have to do this activity. I hate that. It's like zoo work. So it's like your little puppy, you're like animals at the zoo and they're watching you. And they taking notes and writing notes to you about it. And of course, the group I get is me, a brother, and actually it's my ideal group, but I feel like I'm always in this type of group, right? So it was me, a brother, and this little Asian girl who couldn't speak English. And I'm like, they getting you, sis, so you can be a translator. It was just too much. But I thought we did well, right? But again, that type of shit, like, I'm like, ain't y'all gonna teach? If you hire us, can't this some shit you teach us? Like, I just didn't see as an educator, as someone who specializes in adult learning, training, development, I don't understand how this is something you can't teach. And I get it for teamwork, but they too close to observe teamwork.
Right.
Does that, like, what you think I'm gonna cut the fuck crazy with you standing there? What you think I'm like, hey bitch, I ain't doing that? Like, what do you think I'm gonna do? And the next one was like a question and answer phase. When we just talk with the other folks, and I don't know what the purpose that they could have put that on the internet. And then the last one was like one-on-one interviews, like with 5 questions, and they were like, "Please keep everything we ask confidential." Y'all, they weren't asking no confidential, innovative shit. I was like, when they said that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to learn something new. Look, let me write this down for my learning, like for my own professional development, right? When they started asking them questions, I was like, just Google interview questions. The top 3 that come up is what they asked.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
I said, why is this confidential? This is not confidential. Like, the whole air and culture of it was so strange. Like, it was culty almost. And, I think a bad taste also got in my mouth, like, from the get-go. So everyone looked alike, the applicants and the people there. So it was either really old white women, young white women, and big culturally ambiguous brown people or gay men. If you didn't fall in one of those categories, you weren't there. So I'm already my old diversity multicultural hat is what? Ting 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 ting. I'm taken aware. And that's exactly how the applicant pool was, except my black ass. I don't know. I think it's because all my degrees, that's how I slid the fuck up in there. Or they thought I was culturally ambiguous. And they slid on me. So that rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, but I was going to go back and be like, what really got me was the odds. Y'all tell me if y'all knew this. They told me they told us that we should be honored and it is a privilege to be here because it is more competitive to be a flight attendant on this airline than to get into Harvard, one of the HUs, the university. Really? I'm going to need receipts on. I'm going to need the statistician who ran them numbers.
What?
What? Is that something to be proud? What? Are you serious?
Time out. Pause.
What?
So you saying that it's harder to be a waitress in the air?
Shut up. Don't do that. We're not disrespecting flight attendants.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
But the way that they said it was like, so it's just, the way they said you should just be happy to even be here. It was like some gaslighting shit.
Jesus.
You should be happy to even be here. It's a privilege. I was wanting to say, do Harvard know you Satanist? Do Harvard know you doing this libel on them? And then after that, what started getting me was just the whole like process of it. So it was folks in there, y'all, who worked at this company for like 35 years plus years doing the same thing. And they was like, oh, this is Barbara here. She been here for 43 years. It's amazing. And then it was like our longest standing flight attendant with the most, what's it called? Seniority is so-and-so. And she's on the West Coast and she been here 58 fucking years. Isn't that wonderful? 58 fucking years? How old is she? It was just too... I had so many questions, and I kind of looked around the room, and everybody's like, oh, my God, this is amazing. But, Nero, could you imagine? So I get to 30-something years, right? Okay. Yeah, it's getting your time to retirement. Maybe it was your first job. You know, you just worked it, right? But being at an organization for 58 fucking years?
How old is she?
Well, this is me. Why? That's my question. Why?
Jesus.
Like, I just didn't get it. And then the last straw was when we were leaving. Of course, it was like, thank you all for coming. We'll let you know in so many days, but right now we'll exit you just as the way you came through zones. But this is it. I'm smarter than motherfucking average bear. They started releasing us in these segments, but it wasn't the one we came in, nor was it in any type of alphabetical order. Mm-hmm. This is our fucking ranks. So it was 4 sections. They dismissing everybody. And I was I was the last one in the third one. And then that fourth one, I think the fourth one is supposed they offer jobs. Do they offer me no damn job? And that's fine. Mm-hmm. But I don't like when motherfuckers lie. Don't lie and say we're going to get something 7 to 10. And then if the motherfuckers that stayed behind don't take it, then you're going to offer me. Be the fuck up front. Stand in your shit. Don't you say this company is based on integrity, white lies, and fallacies.
Jesus.
It was just a lot of, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're a culture. We're a family. It's just amazing. What the fuck? Really? How much y'all make? And how much the CEO make? That don't sound like a family to me.
Sure don't.
That don't seem like an even split. It was just weird. But the last thing that got me, okay, I keep saying it got me. You know that last group I said that was left behind that got hired? Mm-hmm. Wasn't no people of color in that group. And that's a problem. Mm. Not one?
Not one.
Not one? And in the group, like I said, I think it was 2 black men and about 5 or 6 sisters, including mm-hmm. me. And an Asian girl that couldn't, nope, none of us. Mm. They said, get up, pack y'all shit up.
Pack y'all shit.
Y'all ain't wear your fucking ascots.
Yeah.
I wore a red lip for them.
Did you do stunner?
I ain't do stunner. I did a little Ruby Woo. I should have did the stunner.
You should have did stunner.
I should have did something. So I don't know. It just felt weird. And then on the flight back, they had me on a late-ass flight. I went back to the counter. I said, I need to adjust this now, immediately. Were you surprised when I came home? So
yeah.
I said, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Because we wasn't going to even do a podcast. I'm not really feeling that well. And here comes Naomi. I said, oh, shit, you back?
Yeah.
She texted me talking about landed. Landed where?
Home.
Shit.
But I even noticed on the plane, I was the only nigga on the plane. The only nigga on this big-ass flight.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I don't know. It just put it was very culty. It just put a different taste. Like, it reminded me of old school kind of higher ed. So all the folks who in higher ed administration, you remember when you were interviewing for your grad programs for like higher ed, student affairs, these are the people. They remind, I'm trying not to have.
Speak your truth,
To
Nyambi.
speak of the spirit of Donald Trump. These are the ones who weren't smart enough to get into masters.
Oh. So they want to become flight attendants?
All the student affairs wannabes went and became flight attendants. I seen them. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, shit. It just made sense to me. Because, like, you could see they was trying to do the practices, but they ain't read no literature.
They're just going on top of their head?
Yes.
I think we should separate them by zones.
I don't know. I can't wait till they send me the evaluation. Because I'm going to write a literature review and send it back to them and talk about best practices. But, again, I could be in my Nyambi feelings. I'm blessed for the experience. As Niram say, I can always be on the backup for the backup. But I don't know if that's going to be good enough for me. Niram said he ain't know if it was the best thing for me to do anyway. So I don't know if this one was meant for me. Niram, you think this would have been a good fit for me?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Like I said, I don't know if you really got the temperament to be dealing with and serving.
Mind you, they make great money, meaning for what they do.
I know what you're saying, but I don't know if you got the temperament and the patience to be dealing with crafty crackers all damn
And that's
day.
all. I was the only black person on the flight.
And like entitled, so you know,
Yeah.
first class, so they expect the towels, warm towels, and drinks and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you got the temperament for it.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think just tying it back into it, I think it was just discouraging the fact to be like, what? What?
Yeah.
I'm not qualified to pass out pretzels. But Niram said sometime I'm a little. You said I'm a little out the box.
You are a little out the box, baby.
I think I interview well.
You do interview well, but you know you got your Malcolm X glasses on. You got your Havana twist up in a nice little bun, looking like a civil rights black beauty queen.
Looking like I'll file a complaint.
Looking like
Immediately.
looking
On a
like
pilot, on a flight, and anyone can get these hands.
anybody. Looking like you'll smack a customer's hand, they grab your butt on that plane. Fuck you doing? Don't you ever do that shit again.
No drinks for you. You get nothing.
Listen here, sir. I'm not the 1, 2, or the 3. This is my 3rd flight, and I ain't slept in 72 hours.
Yo, rapey ass. So I don't know. It was mixed feelings from it. Because I was like, when I first got in there, I was like, oh shit, I could do this, right? Because the flight attendants and the pilots came in greeting us looking fly. That's one thing I will say. I have never seen a flight attendant who ain't been bad. Mm-hmm. Even the old ones, even the one who been for 58 years. I could get with an outfit and a heel and a pop of red lip. Honey.
I was just looking forward to you having good luggage. Them flight attendants.
That's it. Like I said, I had a moment where that spirit of depression almost crept up on me because it was this idea of not good enough. Why can't I do it? Why can't I connect? Right? Mm-hmm. But I flipped that, and if it's for me, it's for me. If it ain't, it ain't about good enough, not enough. It's about timing and being obedient.
Right.
So I'm doing that. But I'm coming out to tell y'all, if y'all thinking about everybody apply to be a flight attendant because it ain't enough people of color doing it.
Sure.
I am going to say that, though. I think everything else I'll keep to myself. But if they send me a fucking survey, I'm going to say it needs to be more diversity. Mm-hmm. And I might call. Maybe I need to call as a customer. To be like, I done been on X amount of flights and I ain't seen one negress. Is there any niggas?
Oh, I was going to say, let's start a diversity complaint. Who we do that through?
I'm sure they got a chief overseer. Don't say the police though. Look, just in case they call me, I'm gonna get that free. I'm gonna get the miles. But it was like that. It was disturbing how nobody. Nah, I ain't for that. Not at least one of us ain't get through. Mm-hmm. That's a problem. But anyway, positive things. I had dinner with my boy Corey, and of course he spits the truth, nothing but the truth. We ate good as hell. We laughed. We caught up. Sometimes you just wish you lived closer to folks, just so it can be a norm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, I want it to be on the books that Corey know every other Saturday or every other Wednesday we at our house. or we meeting here, or we doing spades, or we. Do you know what I'm like? That's the type of shit that I really missed out on because it was just good. Just to, and the thing is with friends like that, all the shit don't got to be all good. You know, some friends you only can share good news. Can't share no bad news. But he the type of friend you can share good news, bad news, all the above, but it don't matter. In the end, it feel good, right?
Right.
So it was just good to do that. I would say, if anything, that was the biggest perk in navigating and going through this experience and process. The thing is, I know, Niram, you told me to lose this interview as a learning process, but I mean, I done been through interviews that lasted 8 hours. This one really was only 40 minutes. The other stuff was unnecessary.
Well, at least you got to see Corey.
Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be on their backup list and they call me. And if I don't got nothing else to do, I surely am going to take them free miles. See you in the skies.
Okay.
Please sit down.
One thing
motherfucking seatbelts. Look, is that what they want? That's what they hear me saying there.
You know, one thing I wasn't excited for is that 8-week training.
That training.
Your ass gone for 8 weeks.
Yeah. I don't know. That's, again, educate. That can't be a great way to teach these things. That can't be the best way.
So that's my thing. 8 weeks.
8 straight? Like, it's almost like you should be partnered with someone. Like, it should be like a 4-week training and you're partnered with someone, then you come back and do like 2 weeks or something. So it's like you get the theory, then you do practice, then you come apply the theory to the practice. Like, that's what you think it would be. But what do I know?
And I heard during that 8 weeks, they still fire people right then and
yes.
There. They sent people home during that time.
Absolutely. It was a lot of dumb motherfuckers in there that they left behind that's not going to be able to pass the test. I can walk right now and be like, you're not, Linda, head home. Niram, your check-in. This is going negative.
Well, 30 minutes into the podcast.
Come on.
Couple things. Your boy done got the man flu.
The man flu.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling man
Is it the flu? Is it a sinus infection? Is it the damn sniffles?
I got the man flu.
Or as you and Nia say, are you on your menstrual?
No, I got...
Look, we could talk about that too. We believe men get menstruals theirs is a little longer than ours. Ladies, ours tend to be every 4 weeks. Men's usually about every 8
Thank you
to
for
10
interrupting my check-in.
I think that menstrual's on.
So your boy got the man flu. I'm barely holding on. I'm drugged up. I'm not on Molly Percocet, but it's more like Advil, Dayquil, Tylenol.
Honey. That's the over-the-counter version.
Mucinex. Advil, Mucinex.
That NyQuil. That NyQuil. And it's NyQuil Severe.
So when Nyambi's gone, I had some long time with Daddies the motherfucking dog.
How'd that go?
This nigga too damn smart for his old damn good. Like I was telling you, this nigga don't do nothing unless you got a treat. And we was good for like the first couple hours, and then, you know, as we get later in the night, he started looking at the door. Because he's like, wait a minute, I've been around this nigga too damn long. Missing. So he just started staring at the door. And then he called himself, want to go upstairs, like, looking for you. I'm like, she ain't here. And then the doorbell went off by mistake, because, you know, we got like a little short. And this motherfucker, he found his wolf.
His inner wolf.
Pit bull spirit.
His ancestors.
Because you would have swore he was going to fuck somebody up. I said, nigga, you only like 12.2 pounds. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Hide. That might be your reflex. You need to do hide.
And so, you know, did that. I'm still like the best if y'all can hear it through my voice.
Yes.
So a couple other things.
And Nyambi did not get sick.
Nyambi did not get sick.
I got a strong immune system.
Yeah, thank you for taking care of me, Nyambi.
I know.
Because Nyambi be getting on my nerves.
Yeah, because Niram the type that just want to shrivel up and die.
Just
when he's sick.
Let me
He
live.
Don't want to drink anything. He don't take medicine. You know when you get sick and you dry out?
Just let me be.
Like, he don't want to throw water on his body. When I'm sick, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm like, I need water. I need fluids.
Oh, that's
I
a
need
lie.
tea.
Oh, that's a lie.
I need showers.
That is a lie.
Eucalyptus.
You are lying your ass off to these people.
I'm doing better. I do better than you.
You are lying to our Black Love family.
How do I do this?
Because you worse than me. At least I take a medicine.
You know, I try to have my immune system
I don't want to take no medicine. I'm trying to make my immune system strong. Nigga, take this fucking pill. Shut up.
Come on.
So
your alone time with Desi was good?
Yeah. So during the course of being sick, I started to catch up on TV or find TV shows that I didn't know I liked. I didn't know I like until I found them. One of them is called Undercover High. And this is when you get a bunch of grown-ass, young-looking motherfuckers. And they go back into high school. So and they be like these high school plants to figure out what's going on with the kids and shit.
Yeah. I watched a couple episodes with you. It was good.
It's interesting.
Did you say that right? So they're adults. So they're 21 and plus.
So they're like 20, like anywhere between 21 to like 25.
Yeah.
And they just look super young. And they just go back and they go in high school for like a semester. And their thing is like, if they was adults, they would do things differently. But also they want to get to understand like the kids better and see what the things they got to go through and things of that sort.
Are they the same? Are they different?
Yeah, so it's some of these people are just very interesting. So you got like a youth pastor, like I'm a youth pastor. I deal with the kids, or you got someone who's like a child psychologist, or trying to be a child psychologist. So I'm getting my master's, and ultimately I want to get a PhD, and by me going through this program, I can understand kids more and all this other stuff.
And then what's that? Are you about to say who I think you is? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you
about to say? That other black girl who just looked like she just here, honey.
She like a corrections officer, ain't she?
Oh, is she?
I think so.
I'm gonna say sis act like she like everybody else talking about. These kids, they're talking about like depression and things they have to go to. Sis in her confession talking about, man, I don't want to do this homework. Ma'am, I don't think it's gonna go against your real record. Like don't do it then. Like it's not gonna count. You've already graduated. If you just put blah 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 Donald Duck,
right.
The worst is gonna happen. They're gonna send you to the principal's office.
So her ass like when I was in high school, I just worried about being cute. Yeah. And then her first day, she got on brand new Jordans, Louis Vuitton bag, and all types of other shit.
Ma'am, you do not blend in. That's not this type of high school.
So it's just interesting to see like all these people go through it and like go through the process. I'm gonna follow up on the show.
Would you do
it? Watch it.
I look too old.
I go back and forth because the age I am now and the mindset, I'd be too much of a shit talker.
Me too. I've been telling them kids kiss my ass.
Yeah, because all it takes, because you got like, so one episode I was watching, and I'm gonna move on from this one after this, is that so this girl's like 25, but she looks like she's fucking 12, and she's like Latina, and everybody's hitting on her and things of that sort. So they ain't fucking around to put this girl in the group chat while they talking about her ass, and then it's like, well, if she don't give it up, I'm just gonna go rape her ass, and she's like, what?
That's crazy.
And I was thinking to myself, like, me being in high school, we never talk about that
raping,
that rape shit,
just explicitly.
Like, that explicit shit, like all the other shit, like we gonna get her over, we gonna get her drunk and see what's going on, all that stuff, and that's even suspect now. Right. As I'm in my 30s, but
but saying you're gonna rape someone in a group ass text,
but let's blatantly just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and rape her. I said, what?
I was telling Niram, if I found out my child did something like that, I might kill him. Like, I would have to call Nia or Nadifa in. I have to call them in and say, as a friend, I need you to discipline my child. Because if I discipline them, I'm going to kill them. And I'm going to go to jail.
So, it's that type of stuff. And, like, at that point, I think the jig is up.
You said I'm grown as fuck.
Where that little motherfucker at? Because it's going.
You raping me?
Oh,
and even the principal handled it so calm. Like, I don't think they go to this school. Well, call the motherfucking school they go to.
Right. Nigga say he gonna rape me.
Somebody. And I'm not saying to kick the guy out or expel him, but that's what I'm saying. Getting that ass now to let them know that's not acceptable. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. So
talk to his parents or something. Like, I'm not saying kick him out and ruin him because this words, right?
Yeah, it's just
but
words.
I just worry that words leads to actions,
right?
So you have to nip it. You have to nip it in the butt now. That's all. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I remember that got me upset.
So it's just interesting to see like these folks go through it.
Yeah. I couldn't go back, nor do I want to go back. And I didn't have a horrible high school experience. Like, high school was I wouldn't say I was the most popular person. I wouldn't say I wasn't popular. I would say I floated right in the middle.
Yeah.
I was involved, did things, had a core group of friends, but I absolutely wouldn't do it again. High school was not my peak. Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
It wasn't mine either. But it was the same thing, middle of the road. Like, I played football for a couple of years. Mostly everybody I went to, we was all in the same hood, so we went to the same middle school, same elementary together.
I should say I was thankful enough. I never was bullied. I never was. I think someone tried to one time, and then I think one of my good friends told you the story when someone tried.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but they forgot who child I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I bossed up. And that one time, I ain't never had nobody. And I don't even think I was more of a bully. I think it was more, you know how sometimes us ladies, we can be a little jealous of certain things and the folks you're around. I think that's what that was. But I've never, I've never experienced kind of the true spirit of bullying. I can imagine what that would be.
So, it's just interesting seeing like all that go through. I'm going to watch it more because it's just so damn interesting to see these grown-ass motherfuckers or like semi-grown because they just graduated undergrad or, whatever. And like, hell, your ass was just here like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it ain't that far away. Like, we in the 10 plus years.
Yeah. So it's just so.
Plus, almost 15.
It's so interesting to see these motherfuckers deal with these young ass motherfuckers.
Don't you just wish you could heed the advice and just tell people like high school ain't shit. Just get your grades. Work out. Enjoy your No, Niram was dumb. He talking about, remember them high school body? Enjoy your high school weight. Even if you think you fat in high school, you're not.
You ain't fat until
I don't know if anyone in high school is listening to this podcast. It's probably a little too grown for you, but if you is anyway, you are not fat.
What till your ass hit undergrad?
You get that grown, because some of them did. And you could be like, yeah, I could tell, like they look young, but they got some grown weight on them.
That's what I was saying. That's
weight
what I was telling
different when you
Naomi.
hit a certain age.
Because they showed the picture of her in high school and her now. I'm like, oh, yeah, she kind of looked the same, but she got a tinge of grown weight on. And she was like, what you mean? I said, it looked like she'd have been through a freshman 15 or 20.
It's like grown weight. It ain't like high school weight. Like high school weight still that form of baby weight where you're kind of chubby and but grown folk weight.
You can tell.
It look different on your neck.
Yes. A young double chin and a grown double chin.
It's two different things. The grown one ain't going away without surgery. And it is a difference.
So that's one of the things I was like, oh, you can tell that person a little grown because they got a little grown weight on them. They got a little graduate school 30 on them. Come on. Shit. It looked like they done had an advisor that ran their ass through hell.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll move on from there. We got some pillow talk.
Yeah, we got some pillow talk.
Okay, what you want to start with?
Nero made me watch Black Lightning.
So, State of the Union was on.
Who?
State of the Union. And I was like, fuck
when?
that. While we was watching Black Lightning.
You gonna do what the? Y'all, I couldn't, for my self-care, I'll speak on, I know folks probably, I couldn't watch it. And I ain't missed a State of the Union in years. Since
Obama.
Well, I've been watching news longer than Obama.
Okay.
Since Baby Bush.
Okay.
Probably since Baby Bush the term right after the clear State of the Union I remember and being able to comprehend and listen and really connect to was the State of the Union that happened the following year after 9/11. So that's how long I've been listening to.
Oh yeah, because niggas was aware.
Aware. What the fuck you got to say as the president? I clearly remember Baby Bush up there. So I have not missed a State of the Union since, was that 2001? Or no, was that 2002?
Yeah.
And this year, I ease right on by it. Because I just can't listen to lies. I can't listen to lies. What did King Jordan say? I cannot listen to lies that you tell.
I can't listen. Why do you tell me lies?
It's why
one thing I will not stand for is you telling me lies.
And I can't. And that is not Nyambi. And it's not a Democrat-Republican thing, right?
No.
Because I've listened to Democratic president, Republican president. It's not that. But this here, I can't do that.
So we watched Black Lightning. And I'm starting to get into the show. I like it. It's lit. What do you think about Black Lightning?
It's good. The first episode was okay. But after the slow it together, Nyambi. The second episode, I got into it. Now, what I will say, because we family, I got to tell the truth, Shannon Devil. It's some corners, right? And some stuff need to be tightened up on it, right? Right?
I agree.
But as far as a show in superhero universe, it's good. Watch it, but just know it's kind of like Proud Mary.
No,
it just some stuff need to be tightened on it, but it's still a really good show. Where does the little girl? Where does she come from? That little girl, his youngest daughter. Was she on House of Pain?
I think she was on something. I can't remember what she was.
She's
on.
grown up though, but she was young when she did it. And everyone's playing good. But I think it's magical. I think Black Lightning, I don't know his name, but he is clean as fuck in that blue 3-piece suit. Blue is his fucking color. And usually blue don't do well on black skin or blue lighting. Remember Beyonce taught us? But When I tell you he be clean as hell in that blue 3-piece suit with the white.
I never seen a principal that clean in my life.
That clean or that fine. All my principals look like they had lived 10 lives. Like they looked rough. I actually never met a principal. Never mind. With certain districts, they look lived in. Mm-hmm. They look lived in and ran through. But not this one, not Black Lightning. What they call him, Black Jesus?
They call him Black Jesus.
Because he used to run shit?
Yeah.
So I'm here for just how clean and how fine. He fine. I told you I'm at that weird age where the son and the daddy cute.
Well, that was Black Love Matters.
What? Didn't I talk about that before?
Yeah, baby.
Are you at that age too or no?
What?
Where you be like, oh,
your
you're the daughter
and the
cute,
mama
mama cute?
Get it?
Nah. You done transition just the door you old.
Yeah.
No, I'm at the age where it's like, how old are you? 22? Guess I can teach you.
Oh.
Prep you for the GRE.
You know, so,
And then how old you?
some of these
50-something?
mamas.
Oh, you getting ready for retirement.
Some of these mamas looking like sport milk.
I seen someone on Instagram and they was like, I'm trying to look like a snack, but I keep eating snacks. I feel like that's my life. I keep eating snacks. I'm trying to look like a
Okay, back to Black Love. So one thing I do was the music. Whoever is doing the scoring for Black Lightning puts you someplace, somewhere.
Back in time, don't it?
Yes.
Oh, every song that comes back, I revert to like a 10-year-old girl. Because it takes me back to that age range, right? It takes me back to the age range of like this soul R&B music where all you gotta do is close your eyes and you write. But like I can almost smell like outside or whatever, you know, like the scents from the kitchen. Like it takes me back there so bad.
Yeah.
Also, I'm here for his gay daughter. That's awesome. I'm here for gay Black superheroes.
I'm down for it.
And it's kind of sickening. Do his daughter know he a superhero?
No.
Just his woman or his ex-woman?
This is ex-wife.
Yeah.
I'm also here for Jill Scott.
Jilly from motherfucking Philly with those titties sitting nice with the bun on her head. Her talking baby sweet talk, but a kill you, slit your throat. I'm here. I'm here for the albino villain.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, I'm fascinated. I love his look. He's albino, right? Or is he just light skinned?
No, I think that brother's albino.
Oh, you remember he just light
You talking about he just very light skinned. No, I think that brother is albino.
But whatever it is, I'm here for his fucking look.
He do got a look.
He's got a look, don't he?
He got a look.
Where I'm fascinated. Fascinated. Oh, you done put him up.
I'm looking for him.
Oh, Neram just typed in albino.
Don't tell people what I'm doing.
We're not doing this. Anything else, I'm saying go watch it. It's fabulous. The music is sickening. Black Lightning sickening. Can we get Black Lightning a new costume? What the hell is that?
What did brother
it's like
say?
Spider-Man meets the hood. I don't like all that.
Brother look like he from the Parliament Funkadelic.
Hold on, somebody said that in the
Yeah.
I'm not here for the costume. Like, we need to do something through that. Did we ever get his backstory? I might have to go back and watch it.
The first episode, they talked about how, he was fought the streets, and then his wife was like, I can't do this anymore.
No, I'm saying how he became Black Lightning.
No, they ain't did that in the show.
Is Black Lightning a real person from, like, Marvel or DC?
Yeah, it was like a comic from, like, the 70s.
Who was it under?
DC.
Why DC always struggling?
Because DC got like a different look. DC
a little darker, ain't it?
DC stands from Dark Comics.
Oh, I know.
No, you did.
It's DC stuff a little darker, right? It's a little more real talk.
Yeah.
So I think it's harder to show it.
Yeah.
Compared to what's my boy?
Marvel.
No, who be in his
Stan
own
Lee.
movie? Come on, Stan Lee, Spike Lee, P. Diddy. Come on. They all the same people to me.
He always in the movie.
In his own shit. I said he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Bless his heart. But it is a good one, y'all. So if y'all see Black Lightning, go look at it on demand. Go support it. It's really good.
Yeah, and if y'all ain't got cable, y'all can download the CW app. And they play it for free.
Oh.
You don't need no login, no nothing.
Well, I guess CW is a free channel though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It come on like the.
Well, hell, you ain't got.
ABC, all that.
Well, you need a login for the ABC app.
Because ABC ain't ABC.
Oh.
That's Disney.
Oh, okay.
Get your money, who?
Sis.
Jamel Hill leaving Sports Center. Did that surprise anyone?
No, I don't.
Well, she said she working on Underrated or what's it called?
It's called Undefeated.
I'm speaking like, good for you, sis. I hope this is something that you wanted to do. And something that wasn't forced on you.
I hope so, too.
But if it was forced onto you, give us 2 winks.
And they're not.
So we can move on it.
So we can ride.
Because something about it feels very strategic and very... I swear if we go back in these episodes, about 20 episodes ago, I said they was going to get her ass out of there.
I think everybody was expecting this.
And they going to ease her out of Underrated in a minute. What's it called?
Undefeated, baby.
Okay.
But it's still...
My name seems more applicable.
I know.
What is Undefeated about?
It's a subsidiary of ESPN.
Subsidiary.
So, and it's the black version. Whatever.
What?
They focus on culture and sports.
Oh,
race,
shit.
culture, and sports. But it's still all under ESPN.
Yeah,
so she's going to be like a writer and things of that
The next thing they're going to have her on a webisode, then they're going to have her on an Instagram feed. Then that's it.
I hope she's looking,
I want her to do her own shit.
I know. The
That's
thing
what I
is,
want.
the thing is this, like, if she wanted it, good for her. Like, make your choices, do what you want to say. But if you was forced out of there, like, it's time to make other moves.
Yeah.
It looked like Revolta's definitely trying to start something.
Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on and get your... Well, actually, no. Get your money, then get the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
But give us 2 winks and a nod if they're doing you dirty, though.
But, with ESPN being out here in white-ass New England, and,
yeah.
As a person who has visited ESPN...
I visited ESPN.
I have.
I visited.
It's a machine, and, they ain't really trying to stir up nothing.
Nope.
And when you fight against Master...
You got to be shown a lesson.
Right.
Or silence, one or the other.
So this is probably one of the reasons. And, like I said, I'm all for Jamel Hill.
Yeah, me too.
Be unapologetically black.
I agree.
Yep.
Quincy Jones has 21 girlfriends.
Okay, this is black love right here.
The 3-time divorcee isn't enticed by the idea of a traditional committed relationship. He'd rather keep his options open by casually dating multiple women at once. Luckily, he's found 22 beautiful women around the world who is down for the cause. In his GQ interview, the 84-year-old, I'm going to say it again, the 84-year-old says that he's had his fill of committed relationship. He was told not to marry an actress or singers and ended up with 2 actresses and singers and model in between. And the article further goes on to say that he basically, like the Ludacris song, he has different hoes in different area codes.
Oh.
And he said he got...
Furthermore, he has different hoes in different area codes.
And to quote, I got girlfriends everywhere. Cape Town, Cairo, Stockholm. She's coming in next week. Brazil, San Pablo. I have to say it like James Brown. San Pablo. Shanghai. Got a great girl over there from Shanghai. Cairo, few, all of them. He said the women ages range from 28 to 42. Limitations given to them by his daughters. But most importantly, all the ladies know what they signed up for. When asked if the women knew about each other, he responded, yeah, I don't lie. And it's amazing. Women get it, man. Don't you ever forget they're 13 years smarter than we are. Don't you ever forget it. And as far as from women his own age, this old dirty motherfucker said, there's nothing, there's no upside to dating a woman my age. You got to be kidding. I got me some technology out here. Keep fat and old away from me. Buzzes if they're too old, but you'll be surprised. These women, the young ones, are aggressive now. Oh, my God, they're fearless, man, all over the world. What the fuck is going on?
No comment.
It's so many levels to this. Niram, you're going to unpack this with Quincy Jones.
I can't.
I don't care if he a legend.
As a cishet black man who was born into rape culture, I cannot. I can't say nothing.
I know he is a black legend. But Quincy.
That is black love right there.
And I did not make up anything. I went to the article and read this shit. Y'all see, I was reading. He got 22 different hoes. First of all, he been married, divorced 3 times. Mm-hmm. First of all,
he said he ain't giving up no more money. I ain't giving up no more money, none of these chicks.
And I was about to say, ain't nothing wrong with being married and divorced 3 times, right? Mm-hmm. But he said he got 22 different bitches, and they all know about each other, and they range from 22 to 48 or whatever it is. And he don't fuck with old bitches because they can't do nothing for him. Nigga, you old.
What you talking about?
What is he talking about? What is Quincy Jones talking about?
That woman Viagra ain't hit the markets yet, so.
First of all, women peak in their 40s and 50s and older. Y'all niggas peaked at like 17, 18. This nigga's 84.
Well, that was before Viagra was invented. Now we peak at 84.
But Near, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this? He's just doing cat daddy things.
Disclaimer.
What?
As a cishet black man who has been born into rape culture, this nigga's just doing some cat daddy shit, and I can't blame him.
What? So you're supporting this? So if you had my grandfather came to dinner, so he ain't Quincy Jones, but he Quincy Jones in our family, and was like, I got a woman in Cleveland, Marietta, Georgia, Naperville, Cincinnati, Charlottesville, Miami, St. Louis, and Detroit.
Papa, you got to do what you got to do. Because you know, as
hoish ways.
Papa, as the life expectancy of a black man, you ain't got many years left on this earth, so you got to do what you got to do. Because what's the life expectancy of a black man?
Like 60 something.
It got to be like 58.
I thought it was like 64.
So you, according to the odds, Papa, you ain't got much years left on this earth.
You shouldn't be here.
So go ahead and do what you got to do.
So would you feel the same way it was a woman? Could a woman do it?
The same way. Grandma,
go be your cat mama self.
Grandma, you ain't got much longer on this earth. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
Nero.
I'm equal opportunity.
And you know what? Okay. So I guess to be honest with myself, what bothered me is how he was like, oh, I don't fuck with women. My old bitch is my age.
Yeah.
What? Is there a nicer way we could have said that, Mr. Jones? Like he's fine as wine, right?
No, but he got that cake though.
He got that money, right? Well, Jamie Foxx said it's about that miss. So this idea that an older woman can't do nothing for him.
Do they got miss?
Well, look at Ellen.
Well, Ellen ain't 84.
Ellen too old for Quincy.
Come back to Ellen when she 84 and let's see what her look like. What she look like.
You said what her look like. And I'm looking at this picture they got of him pointing his fingers with his old ass sunglasses. He look like an old cat daddy. I mean, but can we have a real talk to be like, so do you know they're only with you for the money? Like, I wonder, did the GQ person ask him, like, so are you comfortable with them? Or some of them, all, majority, I'm not sure, just because of the money? Like, that's what I'm saying. The hard questions want to ask right back to him. So you, okay, like, that's cool. Uh-huh. You pay women for sex.
Hey.
Some will argue that there's always a payment for sex.
Yeah, there's always payment for sex.
That's another episode.
Somehow.
Sex not free. Some will argue.
Mm-hmm.
And you said just let him live his best life. I guess I just didn't like his comments he said about older women. Again, we don't need another black man shitting on.
And that's I'm trying to live. I'm trying to find my inner feminist here. But
what happened to the grow old together?
He tried that 3 times.
That nigga ain't tried 3 times?
He said he was divorced 3 times. So.
What, his last divorce when he was 40?
He tried 3 times.
That ain't old age.
And he said, you know what? I ain't got much more years left on this life. So I'm going to go ahead and get these women's. All right. It's definitely super misogynistic.
Isn't it? That's what I wanted to get to be like, damn.
It is.
And then if he be like, yeah, I know I paid them these women for money. Then that goes, so women are things that can be purchased. Mm-hmm. Right? They have prices.
Yep.
And if I pay this, it just, I don't know.
And you know.
Something about it didn't sit well. Like, it wasn't cute.
I know, baby.
Like, maybe if he said maybe 1 or 2. He said 22. He got 22 on payroll.
He got a stable. Ooh, he reminded me of one of my uncles when I used to be at the shop. Yeah. Near him, you got some pussy yet?
Oh, my God, near him.
I got a girl that's going to suck a golf ball through a water hose.
Oh, my God.
You done had some pussy, nigga.
A golf ball through a water. What type of old shit is this? I hate the metaphors you gotta think about a little. You picture it in your head.
You like, what the fuck is that?
God. And then you be fascinated. Then don't meet the woman in person.
Uncle John, what does that mean?
Yes. Sounds like a STD.
You done had some pussy. I'm gonna get a girl over here that's gonna suck your little wee nigga.
Not the wee wee. How you gonna be trying to be politically correct? Still talking about sucking dick, underage sucking dick.
She suck a golf ball through a water hose. Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what it remind me of. But I'm trying to get to my 2018 feminist nerum.
But I guess it is if they all know about it then, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I go. I think his words were a little abrasive
There.
for women his age. I think that's what then said with me the most. But if the bitches like it,
If they like
I love it.
And
they know about it and respect it, so do I guess.
Going back to, if it was my daughter, I'd just say, did I not hug you enough and tell you I love you? So I go back and forth. I'm torn. Because something about that makes me giggle. I'm like, look at this old ass nigga getting his dicks up by all these people.
Last topic. Power lawyer Laura Wester launches a service to help folks get divorced online. After years of being asked to help friends of assistants to do her high-profile Hollywood clients, Laura decided it was time to create a resource for people who wanted to uncouple cheaply. That's what white people call divorce now.
Oh.
Uncoupling.
Consciously uncoupling.
Even though divorce is the end of one part of a relationship, it's sad. The legal part of it shouldn't be difficult, she said. This is where her new company is called It's Over Easy comes in. After 6 months of beta testing, the site has officially launched last Thursday. Other sites offer the required forms, but what's unique about Laura's website is that it provides services that helps couples to navigate using both artificial intelligence and real-life experts. The interactive websites offers everything from video explanations of tricky legal concepts to advice on how to co-parent and where to get the best spray tan before driving back to the dating pool. Essentially, it's the not KNOT, y'all know, for the wedding website for divorce. And Laura hopes it helps to eliminate some of the stigma that comes around splitting the freak up. I just thought this article was so freaking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I don't know. And it talks about, as far as fees, it's over easy. The packages range anywhere from $750 per spouse to over $2,000 per spouse too, which she's saying is cheap because she said some of the worst divorces, if you hire lawyers, after both of your spouses combined, it could be almost $20,000.
As much
Y'all
as
having $20,000 divorces in this bitch?
As much as I can see it. As many, how many hours it take to go back and forth and shit like that.
Yeah, so they have a trial one that's free that just gives you the papers you need. A basic one that's $750 that gives you like forms and interactive exchange and feedback with your spouse. Then there's a $1,500 package that gives you a little bit more, and then there's a $2,500 package that they basically take care of everything for you.
Okay,
and you can do it all virtually.
That's cool.
What you think about this? You around?
You know what?
Why she better get your money, sis? That's the name of this episode. Get your money, sis.
Get your money, sis. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I wish it should be a little bit easier. And I think that the way that you gotta go to get married and sign all these papers, it should be a little bit more easier to get divorced if people want to. So.
Oh, and that's how you feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. Like I feel like it should be just.
Yeah, I don't have a moral compass on this idea. I think some people have this moral compass on what it is when folks get divorced. I think some people tie like the religious piece in there.
I don't.
And I get it, right? Because depending on what you believe, it's between you and God, right? Yep. You, your partner, and God. But that's exactly what it is. It ain't none of our business to get in. So if folks decide to get the divorce, that's between them, their partner, God, and their lawyer.
Exactly.
And let it be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at first, when I first read it, I thought it was a little impersonal, right, for such a personal thing and such a deep commitment. But it's all about living your bliss.
You gotta live your bliss, y'all.
2018. And it ain't about aesthetics. It's not about making other people happy. If you got to get the fuck on, you got to get the fuck on.
So do it.
And I can't even believe, because when I first read it, I said, this some bullshit.
So it might be some of y'all who looking through this shit, going through some stuff. It's called itsovereasy.com.
This episode has been sponsored by.
It's not sponsored. It ain't sponsored yet. But just in case they want to.
I'm not that mad at it though.
I'm not mad at it, because like I said, it should be easier, because that's the thing. That's why it's so much harder and so much expensive to, to get uncoupled and all this other stuff that it is to, get into it.
If anything, maybe they need to make it a little harder to get married then.
Well, do that then, because, what you got to do? Go up to the courthouse?
Exactly. It's just easy it is to get married. It should be that easy to get divorced, right?
Exactly.
If we're putting this much weight on it.
Yeah.
So if we want to put this much weight on it, then it should be increased. Why aren't we being proactive instead of reactive?
Exactly.
Right? But what would those requirements be?
I don't know.
Counseling, honey.
Yes.
It's harder to get a gun and get married.
It is.
Honey.
In the state of Massachusetts and in Connecticut, yeah.
Everything, yeah.
It's hard. It is harder to get a gun than it is to get married.
Yeah. And both of them will be considered deadly weapons.
Jesus.
Both will ruin your life.
Both will ruin somebody's life.
Marriages don't kill people. People kill people. Some will argue differently.
Hey.
But, could they do that? Would you be against that, Nira?
Well,
making it more difficult?
No, I wouldn't be against that. I wouldn't be against either.
But you got to watch it with crafty CCs.
Yeah, because they
be better and nifty, because then they'll try to do other stuff, right?
Yeah.
When I mean difficult, I'm talking about. Do you notice can we do some counseling? Just to say you've done some stuff to show some intention, or stuff where you have to maybe counsel. Maybe that's too. Namaste. Things where it's before you get married, both of you all have to disclose your credit report.
Disclose credit reports.
And not that saying if you have a certain score you can't.
Right.
But it's the idea, look, everything got to be printed. Yeah. And you have to, and the partner got to see some shit.
Yeah, and see it. And see everything. All
criminal
the
background checks. Corey background.
Corey's and Sorry's.
Yeah. And have it in the packet. They'd be like, you signed at this line that you have seen and acknowledged.
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z, right?
I think so. It should be something.
And that's what I mean by hard, and not necessarily physically, but knowing some shit you're getting into. Knowing what you're getting into.
Right.
I think that's the hard spirit. Some people just don't know what they're getting into. And they be like, I ain't know this was it.
Mm-hmm. No. All righty.
That was interesting.
It was interesting.
Shout out Friday. I know you get it.
Shout out Friday.
Near me, hold on. You're missing it, hold on.
Slowly fading away.
I know you are.
All right, so we got a couple.
I'll read. How about that?
All right. Go ahead.
So we got one on Apple Podcasts. It says, "Love this!" by Nicole 2011, and it says, "I wait for this podcast weekly. I used to get my work day started. My coworkers wonder why I'm laughing sometimes. That'd be the worst, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you can just close your door.
Right. Why are you listening to me so hard?
The same way, Niram hate when his coworkers ask him what he's eating for lunch.
They do it all the time.
Niram hates it.
They always want to put their white nose in motherfucking food.
I'd be like, Niram, maybe they're just being friendly. Conversation.
That's them sniffing my food.
That's
what you eating, Niram? Get the fuck out of my food.
Get on my plate.
Shit, got your nose, dry ass nose hair particles falling into my damn food. Go somewhere.
Niram and Desi are very protective over their food.
Shit.
They're very territorial. The next one is from, I'm tight tongue today. I need to do some exercises. BlackLoveMatters.com, and it's from D. Ramsey. Oh, D. In regards to episode 100, African American Freedom Agenda, and it says, "Happy 100 episode." So I laughed about the Desi Chronicles. I've never created my Shih Tzu, which was a huge mistake. He stays wanted to sleep in my bed on my pillows. I hurt my dog. We will continue to send blessings and positive vibes to you guys with your pet child. See, we're pet crate training.
Yes.
See, I got to get going.
And I'm just all types of YouTube channels. Be learning some new shit.
White people,
they are crafty. I'm telling you,
talk training shit down.
They do.
Black people, this is not our strong suit.
No, got us looking like Teen Mom out here.
Yeah, we look like Teen Mom. Like we read watch YouTube, and it was like, you're trash and you're lazy if you let your dog free feed. I said, oh, meaning you just not supposed to let his food be out. I just assume I just have food out and take it back by a certain time. And they're like, you ain't supposed to do that. It's supposed to be assigned eating time.
Oh, it's a way of training.
Oh,
my thing was, you need 4 Kongs in the house. Little Kong toys. You got to fill it up with wet dog food and put it in the freezer.
And
then you slather some peanut butter on it and throw it in there and let them eat that way.
yeah, I don't.
Oh, damn.
So we learning too. I'm sure we'll have more Desi
Sheesh.
Chronicles every other day. Yeah, the thing is, I get to talking to Desi like it's a grown person,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if he understands me. I think that nigga do.
This nigga do what he want.
Emails from Juliana M. Subject: smiley face emojis. Message: Thanks for featuring our love story. I made all my family listen. LOL. I have no idea what Jordans they were. V bought them for me. I'll have to ask him again. Congratulations on your 100th episode. You guys are doing something amazing. Keep it up for all of us. And yes, put Daddy and Mama on the show. They'll be back on it.
They always trying to get on.
My parents though, y'all, they extra. We'll get them on there though.
Mm-hmm.
We got any voicemails now?
Yeah, we got one. It's 3 of them, but it's from one person.
Oh,
so
okay, like back to back.
yeah, let's see
Alrighty.
if we can get this going.
Cool.
I'm just gonna put it on speakerphone.
Oh, Miriam, me slacking.
Hey, Miriam and Nyambi. This is Heather from Harrisburg again. I called a while ago, probably maybe like August or September.
I remember.
I got cut off, and
Yeah.
I never got to call y'all back, so
It's
I'm
all
sorry. But happy belated anniversary. You know, niggas is late all the time. So I wasn't able to call y'all Sunday night, but that will actually lead me into what I wanted to say to you guys. So, first of all, I wanted to bring up, if I do get cut off this time, I'll just call back and I'll just leave 2 or 3 2-minute messages. So just keep me going. So I got 3 points I want to touch. The first one, I wanted to say, hey, y'all, and hey, Desi. Episode 98, I think, you guys talked about the sister spirit and being kind of in the spirit of sisterhood. I went to support one of my friends this weekend. She was on like a live panel about love and relationships and how millennials are handling it and things like that. And it was great. It was almost like a live podcast, but they don't actually have a podcast. They just kind of do web series and things like that. But it was good. It was good for me, at least. I got to I got on the train, you know, from Harrisburg over to Philly. So it was a little hour and 15 minutes. I brought my book, and I got to relax. But when I got there, the friend that I actually went to support, we're very good friends. We've been friends since high school, and we don't talk all the time every day, you know, but we text. We're in a group text. We probably text or communicate weekly, but then when we get together, it's like we never drop the ball. We're able to kind of pick back up. And it was, you know, 2 or 3 other girls there that were mutual friends, and we just had a good time. And it was food. It was fun. We were talking about black.
Oh, she got cut
Oh,
off.
look, I got into it. Look, what done happened?
Hold up. To be continued. Here goes the next one.
Okay, I'm back. So to pick up where I left off, basically, when I was with that group of girls, I say that to say it felt good. You know, it felt good to be around sisterhood and people that, you know, support you, whether you're doing great things or small victories. But it just felt wonderful to be in that kind of atmosphere. And it made me also want to just, like, reach out to some friends that I haven't spoke to in a long time and just check up on them and, you know, say, hey, sis, how you doing? Or let's get together. Because it's always good to have that family support, even from friends or girlfriends, you know, male friends, whatever the case may be, but just to have that kind of village, like your tribe, you know, type of thing, people who support you. And point number 2 I want to make is I've been listening to you guys since episode 1 all the way up until the current. I would like to call in like weekly, you know, because y'all are my best friends in my head. But, you know, work and school and whatever the case may be, just get caught up. I don't get to call in as much as I could. But my point number 2 is you guys' consistency with the podcast Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It has now, I've started to use that as a catalyst to build up some regularity in my cardio. So now I plan out my workouts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm able to get in my hour and a half of cardio because I'm listening to you guys' podcast. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll do my, you know, whatever weight training, listening to Migos or whatever. But I appreciate the consistency. So thank you, Miriam, who's editing these videos. These episodes at night. I appreciate the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because it's keeping me on track. Honey,
You're welcome.
I got to get together, okay? And point number 3,
Oh, did it go off?
I think it did.
Oh, we hanging on by the edge of the bed. Look,
it's a nail biter.
What? Neil done fell asleep on NyQuil.
Okay. Part 3, to be continued. So point number 3 I wanted to make was, so me and my boo, we had date night this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was so funny how everybody is saying how they're about to show up to Black Panther, and
Yes.
I'm just like enjoying it. So he walks in like, "Boo, you ready?" Lord knows I ain't ready. I'm still laying in the bed. He got a bag full of snacks. Okay? He's talking about open the bag of chips and Doritos, cheese curls, take the air out so they fit in your purse.
Yes.
So I'm walking in movie theaters with a duffel bag
Yes.
full of gummy bears and snacks. And I just thought it was so funny because I said, we're only going to see Den of Thieves. Imagine what we're going to walk in here looking like come time for Black Panther.
Exactly.
I know chicken and aluminum foil or something. But I just thought that was the funniest thing. I wanted to share that with y'all. And we went to a movie theater that has like a reclining seat, so we brought blankets to that.
In the cut.
But we enjoyed it. We had a good time nonetheless. But so that's it. I just wanted to touch on those 3 things for y'all, and I really appreciate y'all podcast. Y'all are funny. When I say I'm hollering literally all the time at Niram, he be stumbling over his words, and he gets upset. But y'all are so cool. Y'all are good. If y'all ever in the central Pennsylvania area, hit me up. We can go to brunch or hang out or take a nap, whatever. But y'all are my best friends in my head. I really am going to try to call y'all more. And Miriam, if I can figure out, every time I try to leave a review from my phone, it does not save. So help me out with there so I can give you a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review. All right. I appreciate you guys, and happy 100th episode again, and enjoy your week, enjoy your day. Talk to you later.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hit me up. Shoot me an email.
Y'all don't understand. Niram been got on FaceTime and be like, this is what you do.
I FaceTime with you. I Skype with you. We can do a screen
he love
share.
them reviews. Y'all know he into that. That's his social media marketing. That's what he nerds out on. That's his genius on. So he nerds out on all that stuff. Now, I understand y'all got to work and y'all students, mother, daughter, sons. I understand. So
reviews mean a lot to me.
I know they mean a lot to you,
baby.
But you know the folk we work with, they doing stuff.
I understand, but
we get another break coming in the next few weeks, though.
It's the lifeblood of our podcast.
It's gonna be midwinter breaks coming up. We're gonna get folks that slow down a bit about mid-February.
The niggas be searching for podcasts, and there's a lot of trash ass podcasts out there.
Yeah.
So when you search Black and you be like, oh, these niggas got 100 episodes
got something.
and 100 reviews. Okay, let me check them out. Versus having like 12 episodes and like 2 reviews, you be like, oh, I ain't fucking with them.
Oh, no, that's you.
I'm telling you. No, I'm not telling you. I'm telling you, that's how people be. So I appreciate every single one of y'all who leave a review because I'm telling you.
I know.
It's the lifeblood to us.
We appreciate it. And we just got folk who be working. We know that.
So hit me up, sis. Hit us up on the email. I can walk you through it. We can get on the FaceTime.
Okay, Mira. All right. Aren't you sick?
Skype.
That's why we supposed to be cut some stuff out because you're sick.
I am.
Again, thanks for bearing with us. Niram had to heal Wednesday, but we back at it. He's going to take the weekend to heal, and we're going to come with a nice, juicy episode for y'all on Monday. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan, baby.
So as always, to submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com, and to submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us the email at blacklovematters@gmail.com, and to leave a comment about anything we talked about today, you can do that on blacklovematters.com, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any social media. We're at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. And don't forget that voicemail at 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace. Happy Black History Month, niggas.
It is Black History Month. How did I forget that? It's because Wednesday. Because I'm still behind, right? So I'm still doing stuff from Wednesday and trying to catch up. And Friday I had in my hand, I was about to do Black History Month opening ceremonies. But we'll do that Monday.
We're doing Monday.
We'll have to say, we niggas, we be a little behind.
Peace.